All right, everybody, morning coffee with Cliff. I'm so glad you're here. Let me know where you are in the world. Hey, fortune favors the bold. So, let me know where you are in the world. I'm in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York, coming at you on this beautiful Tuesday. Thought I'd go live this morning in the vertical format of YouTube because I know it shows up in the shorts feed, and I get to connect with people from all over the world that aren't already subscribers. And I'm building my channel like one quality person at a time. You're the next one. Glad you're here. You're in the right place. If you've stumbled across my channel, I think your steps were guided, and I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about it. Let's get after it today. It's going to be a great day because we have the choice to make it that way. As always, you're in the right place. Let's make sure we got our sound on good. Oh, yeah, we're sounding. Oh, we got the sound on good today. All right. Very good. We don't need the earphones because we don't have any guests on the podcast today, but we do have you. And I'd love to highlight your comment as to where you are. I'm in the Thousand Islands of upstate New York, everybody, and let's get after it today. Every day in every way, getting better and better than we were yesterday. That's the message that I like to shout out to the world, especially when I'm doing these morning coffee rants where, as you can tell, and if you haven't already, you will, there are no notes, there's no teleprompter, and I'm not reading from a script. Who made this coffee? Oh, I did. All right, everybody, let's wait for a few more thousand people to jump on board here before we start sharing pearls of wisdom with each other that we can both progress from, garner some wisdom from. Hey, good morning. How are you? You're back. Valerie Schmidt. I know this is 2 days in a row. High five to you. So great to connect with you. Pennsylvania. Did you think I forgot? No, I've been training my memory because I believe this is true. People will say, oh, I don't have a very good memory. We all have a perfect memory. It's just weak, and we can strengthen our memory. When I adopted that philosophy a few months ago, then I started really focusing on remembering people's names. I would talk to people in a restaurant, and then when I left, I would write notes in my phone. When I left Thousand Island Fitness Gym over here, I met some new people. I would write it down on my phone. And the next thing you know, I was remembering these names, even before I looked at my notes, next time I went back into the gym, for instance. And so I do believe we all have a perfect memory. Our memory can become weak. It's like a muscle. We got to train it so we can train our memories. Valerie Schmidt, Pennsylvania. I remembered. Absolutely. Good to have you back. One quality person at a time. I'm so glad you're here. Wow. I hope your day is going great. I got after it in the gym yesterday, and wow, I have a strained elbow, but I still did the workout. Probably a little too much. I'm going to be taking today off, which doesn't mean I'm not going to be moving a lot. I'm just not going to do any weight training. 2 people here now. Boom, boom. Some people love the big numbers. No, not me. I like 2. Some people like 5, 10,000 people. Not me. I like 2. 2's enough. Me and you. 3 of us. That's all we need. When 2 or more are gathered in his name, nothing can stop us. Having faith, everybody, that's the key, right? And what is having faith? If I take the definition by Bob Proctor, who was in that movie, The Secret, I think it's a great definition of faith. That's the ability to see the invisible, believe in the incredible, which will allow us to receive into our lives what the masses call the impossible. We're not going to be in the masses. There's only 2 of us here because we're special. We're a small group, but powerful. We're not addicted to mediocrity. We're high achievers. We're peak performers. And that's why I'm glad you're here. I'm here with an attitude of gratitude. Hey, they commented. Hey, buddy, it's Mac. Hey, I got Mac back. I'm getting people back. I don't know why I get people back only in the vertical format, but that's all right. Today it's going great. Yesterday was really raining on and off, but today, just a beautiful day from the beginning, starting off. And you know what? That's a good lesson to remember. If you can win the morning, you can win your day. That's why I have a morning routine. And I've been pretty pretty regular with it for the past 2 months. Every morning, I got a little dry erase board in my bedroom, and I write down, I try to get 10 things that I'm grateful for in my life. What does that do? It prompts you to start thinking, what am I grateful for in my life? Who am I grateful to have in my life? And you know what? You can't hold two opposing thoughts in your mind at the same time. So if you're feeling grateful, you're not going to be feeling frustrated, angry, upset. So you're starting your day always with an attitude of gratitude. And nothing negative is going to happen during those moments. I guarantee it. It might go downhill from there, but in the morning you can start your day that way. Valerie, I got to put your comment up here. I'm about to like. I think that's what you said. All right. Glad you're here from Pennsylvania. Boom. All right. Every day in every way, we are getting better than we were yesterday. Hey, glad we got a like. The first one, and that's all I need. I set the bar low, and that way I have a winning streak every day. I'm on a winning streak. Hey, check out this guy, Charlie Rocket. I just found him out. He was a big-time rapper, producer, representative, manager, and now he's quit that. He's a content creator. He's got 1.3 million followers. He's got great content. I just happened to stumble across his channel, which obviously is not his real name, Charlie Rocket. But man, he's got a lot of great stuff that he shares on his, I guess it's Instagram that I saw him on. Charlie Rocket, go check him out. Really great stuff. Yeah, we got 2 likes, baby. Boom, boom. Some people like 5,000 likes, 10,000, not me. I like 2. I keep it small. I keep it tight. That's all right. I'm not about the numbers. I'm about the message. I'm about creative vision. I'm about imagination. I'm about enacting all the higher faculties that God gave us, right? What are they? Perception, will, imagination, memory, intuition, reason. Most of the animals operate from sight, sound, smell, taste, touch. They just dwell in the physical. They operate by instinct. We've been given the higher faculties. We can operate from the higher frequencies. We're a little bit above that. We have the ability to create our environment. And I'll tell you what, that's a power we need to choose. That's something we have to make a intentional decision that we're going to adopt. Our own self-power that is within us. That's the secret, to become more and more self-aware of our connectedness to the one power, whatever you call that. I call it God. Hey, I love Spanish. All right. Valerie. Sorry, I didn't mean to say dog in Spanish. That's all right. I learned quite a bit of Spanish, not the proper Spanish, because I worked South Central Los Angeles. The first thing I learned was how to order a plain cheeseburger with only fries and a Coke. Yo quiero hamburguesa con queso, solamente, nada más. Y papas fritas y Coca-Cola grande. So I ordered a plain cheeseburger, nothing else. Oh, with cheese. Yeah, hamburger with cheese, nothing else. All by itself, with fries and a Coke. Yo quiero hamburguesa con queso, solamente, nada más. Con papas fritas y Coca-Cola grande. Bueno. Little Spanish. Anybody else out there? Hola. I love a little Spanish. Hold on here. Hold on. I got Jace. Hit a 3-mile run this morning. Let's go. Let's get after it, baby. That's what I like. God bless you. You got up. You got after it. No excuses. I'm sure you were by yourself. Sometimes that's where the winning happens, at 5 o'clock in the morning. No one's around. No one sees us. No one's showing up. It's us. We're lacing them up and we're getting outside and we're getting after it. That's what I like to do. Why? Because I made a commitment and a command to myself and I followed through with it. And that's the best way to keep building your self-image, to building your own integrity. You keep first the word that you make with yourself, and then you can expand from that. But the most important person that you need to keep your commitments to is yourself. Make an appointment with yourself and keep those commitments first. That's the most important thing Thank you for sharing that with me today. I appreciate you. All right. Look at that. We got Mac and Valerie talking back and forth. I got people in the chat interacting. I like it. Bringing people up and together. No greater joy than having a positive impact on other people. It's getting me excited. Excuse me if I start talking too fast, but sometimes I get excited when I get interacting with new people and people I've already connected with. We're on the chat together. There may be only 5 of us here on the Cliff Yates channel, but I'm happy you're here. Listen, I'm happy to be alive. I was a cop for 35 years. I started my police work in upstate New York. 5 years for Livingston County Sheriff's Department, Geneseo, New York. 20 deputies. And then I got a hair up my ass to join a big metropolitan police agency, and I went out to Los Angeles. It was a tough decision to make. It was hard to make at the time. But now as I look back, thank the Lord in heaven, I did it. Because I had some of the greatest experiences of my life working for the LA County Sheriff's Department in Los Angeles, working South Central LA, Compton area, working the Sunset Strip in West Hollywood, working Universal City Walk, Universal Studios. Hey, glad you're here, Mac. I'm just listening to Josh while watching you live. All right, brother. I love it. You're in the right place, man. Look at you, multitasking. 5 people watching. All right, watch out. The numbers are starting to skyrocket. Never underestimate the power within you. You have it. It's not outside. All of us, me included, we have a tendency to look out there. We're reacting to our present conditions instead of acting, knowing that our future vision is already within us. And that way, we are going to have that vibration, that frequency of where we want to go already in our hearts and minds. And we're going to manifest that into its physical reality. That very same image that we implanted in our subconscious mind is going to come to pass. Not once in a while, not maybe, but every damn time. So glad you're here. Everybody's driving in. Hey, what do we got? Richard, glad you're here, my brother. Hey, cuz, I'm so glad you're here. Always good to connect with family. I don't care who it is. We're all family, right? Absolutely. What if you went out into the world and that was your philosophy? Everybody's my brother and sister. What if that was how you looked at people? What if every time you talked to somebody, you talked to them like they were the most important person in the world? Do you think they would react to you differently? Do you think that they would connect with you differently? Do you think they would feel that from you? Do you think they would feel that philosophy, that emotion that you're emitting in your thoughts because that's what you were thinking? Hey, this is the most important person in the world, and I'm going to talk to them as if they are. Guess what? Try it out. You know what it costs you to try it? Nothing. Hey, but the return on that investment of intentional thinking is going to pay off tenfold. I guarantee it. Glad you're here, everybody. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I'm actually Cliff Yates. I just started with humble beginnings in upstate New York. Went out to Los Angeles, joined the LA County Sheriff's Department, stumbled across this man named Jim Rohn. You know, the guy that Tony Robbins worked for. All of a sudden, I started changing, and then my life changed. I changed, and then things started changing for me. There's a lesson right there, baby. If nothing changes, nothing changes. Ooh, did I find out the hard way that that is true? Hey. No, I haven't looked up show speed yet. I'm sorry. I remembered you. I remembered your positive comments. I know you're from Pennsylvania. I forgot to look up that gamer. Sorry, I'll do it today. I should have taken note. All right. Glad you're here, everybody. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, Community of Progress. That's what you're going to be joining, a community of progress. Listen, we have to control our time and what we're paying attention to. As you already know, everybody's vying for our attention. They're trying to grab us. Like the news agencies, if it bleeds, it leads, man. They're trying to grab us with some shit, right? So that we start watching and we get sucked in. No. You and I are going to focus on what we want to focus on, pay attention to what we want to pay attention to because we are in control of our focus. And when we do that, where focus goes, energy flows, baby. And that's why it's important to pay attention what you're consuming on a regular basis, what you're throwing into your subconscious mind. So important. You can go down a negative road or a positive road. There's 2 sides of the coin. There's polarity in everything. There's stuff that's very, very good, which means at the same time, there's stuff that's very, very bad. What are we going to pay attention to? Great stuff that can serve us well. That could be a question you answer yourself when you're paying attention to something. How is this going to serve me going towards my goals and ambitions? Is this something that I need to pay attention to? Is this something that I need to have an opinion of? One of the great philosophers used to say, Epictetus used to say, right, a great Stoic philosopher 2,000 years ago used to say, do I need to have an opinion of this? Maybe I don't. We don't have to have an opinion on everything. Everybody has one, but we don't have to have it. I'll look it up, believe me. Hey, thanks everybody for checking in today. Glad you're here. You're in the right place. Morning Coffee with Cliff. When I go these morning rants, you know it's live, raw, and real because I don't have any AI-generated background. This is not a green screen. I don't have any notes, no teleprompter. I don't read from a script. So guess what? The mistakes stay in, but let them lie where they lie. Sometimes I stumble, sometimes I fumble. Not often, but I leave it in. That's what I like about it. How you say, let me put your comment on here, Valerie Schmidt. How you say, is show speed. Just do it normal, like I show speed. Oh, no space, but say it like it has spaces. I'll do it. I'll do it at the end of my coffee. All right, everybody, I'm glad you're here. You're in the right place. I am all into personal growth, really self-improvement. What do we have control of? Everything starts from thinking. Thoughts are the first cause of everything. I don't care if it was the invention of the cell phone, the airplane, the T-Ford, the Model Ford, the railroad, television. Everything started with the thought first. So why not focus on choosing your thoughts? And you know what that costs you? Nothing. But if you can raise the level and the quality of your thoughts, that's going to have a big effect on your life because it's going to create emotions and feelings in you. That's going to create a vibration. And that's going to be, before we get to the law of attraction, is the law of vibration. Don't believe it? Try it. Think it's blah, blah? It's not. Listen, you want to be part of the mediocre crowd? Then join it. It's pretty big. You won't be alone. You want to be a high achiever, peak performer? You're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in the Thousand Island region of upstate New York. I'm enjoying my summer here. This is a summer cottage. That's stonework right back there. It used to be the outside of the cottage back in the 1940s and 50s. But we have since added on this porch here, which is right now my temporary studio. And you happen to be joining me. We're collaborating. We're working together. And that's going to lead to great things in our future. We're looking forward to future achievement. We're open-hearted. We're open-minded. And that's going to help us connect with people that maybe can help us, and we can help them get to their goals and ambitions quicker. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Boom. We got 5 people live here in the live feed. Some people like 5,000, 10, 20,000. Not me. I like 5. 5 is good. It's tight. Small group. This can be our inner circle. Stay with me. Mac, I know he's still here. He never leaves me. He's side by side, collaborating every day in every way, getting better than we were yesterday. Hey, thank you. Hearts, thumbs up. A lot of positivity today. We are collaborating, and I love it. We have a mastermind right now of how we can get better every day. And the way we can do it is by choosing our thoughts and the meaning that we give to the things. If we change our perspective, right? The higher, Bob Proctor from the movie The Secret, he talked about the higher faculties, the 6 higher faculties. Most people are operating from just the physical, right? See, hear, smell, taste, touch. What are the higher faculties that we've been giving over animals? We've been giving perception, will, imagination, memory, intuition, and reason. Let's get after it today. We got the choice. All right, I think he left, Valerie, but you know what? You are loyal. You are persistent. You will never be stopped. You're a warrior from Pennsylvania, and you had the balls. Well, maybe I shouldn't use those words. You had the gumption, let's say, to stay with me. Leave a comment and tell me where you're from. All right, everybody, I'm in the US of A. I know I'm broadcasting live right now, and I know it's going all over the world because I've been connecting with people from Italy, Germany, France, and South Korea over the past couple weeks. And so I'm in New York State. I'm in upstate New York, way upstate. If I was to drive from here to New York City, it would be 5 to 6 hours. I'm up near Syracuse, New York. I'm in the St. Lawrence River. There's a New York side and there's a Canadian side. I'm in the American waters. You're a boy. All right. I like it. I'm a young man. You're a boy. I'm a young man. I'm only 69 years of age in a couple days. Why am I hurrying things? I'm actually 68 then. 68 years wise, which is nice. I like 68 years of wisdom. But thankfully, energy wise, enthusiasm wise, hunger for future achievement, I'm only 29 years of age. Fitness wise, I'm 26. And so, hey, join me. Join a community of progress. If you're just jumping in the shorts feed where this shows up, I know. Subscribe to the channel. Join a community of progress. I am Cliff Yates, retired cop, stand-up comedian, actor, producer, small time. All right. Hey, but listen, big time for future achievement. I got big dreams and ambitions, and I share them with you. And I would encourage you, do not share your dreams and ambitions with small-minded people. And sometimes our family, friends, close associates, people in close proximity to us, they don't see our vision. They don't know what's in our hearts. They don't know the drive we have and why we have it. And so sometimes it's better that we don't share those big dreams and ideas with small-minded people. They just don't have the drive that we have. They don't have the dreams that we have. They don't have the visions that we have and where we're going to our future. But you and I have it. We're not addicted to mediocrity. We're addicted to learning more, becoming more, to growing. And if that resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, then subscribe to the channel. I'm always going to come at you with big-time energy, big-time enthusiasm, and it's always going to be from the heart. It's always going to be real, not fake BS, and that's one of the reasons why I like to go live, because in this day and age of AI-generated BS, and I do use AI, I've educated myself with it. I use it for, thumbnails and maybe helping me with descriptions, but when it comes to creating content, I love organic, real content. That's what I really thrive on watching, so that's what I thrive on creating. And that's why I go live in these morning coffee sessions without a script, without any notes, without a teleprompter, because I'm confident in what I know, why I know it, and why I should share it with you. Hey, sometimes it may not go perfectly. It's not going to be over-edited or polished because it's in real time, baby. And I like it. And if you do too, then, hey, subscribe. Join a community of progress. It's going to cost you nothing. And who knows, you might enjoy the rest of the channel. Thank you, everybody, for commenting. Let me know in the chat where you are. Hi, how are you? Thanks, cuz. Glad you're here. I think I know where you're at. I'm in the U.S. of A. I'm proud to be in the United States. You know what? I got so many great friends. And I take a lesson from a lot of my Cuban friends. They have such an appreciation for America and the opportunities that are still here. And they remind me, sometimes growing up here, you take things for granted. And they remind me, Cliff, you're taking things for granted because you grew up here. You're a little bit jaded. You don't see the opportunities. You don't appreciate the freedoms like you should. And they really appreciate them because their perspective is different. And I love learning from other people. So I learn from their perspective on our own country. It helps me actually be more patriotic. And so, how about a cheers to my Cuban friends from all over the United States, because they're everywhere. And their food is unbelievably flavorful and tasty. All right, everybody, morning coffee with Cliff. Join a community of progress. I'm never going to come at you half-ass, always 100% all in, enthusiastic. Energy is important. Share your energy with other people. Let it shine. Let it free. Don't hold back. Not everybody's going to like you. Some people are going to hate you, but be decisive. Don't be lukewarm. I got a new comment here. How would you define growth? Gramps Well, I would say by learning and applying what you learn and checking the results and then continuing the process. 40 years ago, my friend, I was in a negative place mentally and I was in the blame game, victimhood, but it got me leverage. Sometimes being pissed, being angry, it can give you energy and leverage to make the changes you need to change. Now, you can't ride that wave forever, but initially, you might get to a point where you say, damn it, that's it. Not anymore. Not one more day. And that's where I did. That's where I got to. Then I got my real estate license. I thought I was going to leave my police job, and I joined Century 21 in Pasadena. And my broker sent me to a seminar for sales. Well, that's what he said it was. But it was a Jim Rohn seminar. It really wasn't sales training. It was life training. And from that day forward, I started changing. And then things started changing for me. And then I realized, wow, it wasn't the economy. It wasn't the president. It wasn't my negative relatives. It was me. I was the cause of my problems. And I was the answer to my solutions. And you know what? That is empowering. And then I just kept going from there. Then I went to a Tony Robbins seminar, walked the hot coals, and I started adopting different philosophies of life. And I learned to develop relationships with people on the sheriff's department that could do things for me. And, all of a sudden my career turned around. It was in a pretty bad, negative place. And then it turned around and I got promoted. Now I had more money in my pocket. How? Based on a change in thinking. I didn't have more knowledge. I didn't have another degree. No, I changed how I was thinking, how I was acting, how I was relating to other people, and that's growing. And that never stops. You can always be growing to the day you die. As a matter of fact, you can stay strong and fit until the day you die. You know what? We're going to get older. I'm proof of that. Listen, you're going to get older. You have to get older, but you don't have to become frail and weak. You can maintain a certain level of strength, vitality, and you don't have to be frail. You can actually live until you die. I'm going to do it. You can too. Thanks for the question. Love it. Gave me an opportunity. Thanks, cousin. Glad to put you on the screen. My honor. Now you're going to the beach, Valerie. Enjoy your day at the beach. Oh, I love being at the beach. For some reason, being on the beach, the crashing waves, well, that creates negative ions that actually makes us feel good. And it really gets rid of antioxidants in our bodies and our mind. And that's why we love being around water, crashing water. We love being around, well, they call it earthing, right? Earthing, where you get your bare feet on the ground, right? On the grass. But getting near, just feeling the sand, being around the crashing waves, wow, that will really refresh you. It does me. It gets me a lot of energy. I think it really allows us to let energy come to and through us. It's always there if we will tune into it. It's like this room right now. This room is full of movies. It's full of music. It's full of all sorts of great ideas, but they're invisible. But I know they're here. You can take examples from your television set. Because your TV gets tuned to a certain frequency, all of a sudden those images pop up. And it's taken out of the air in the room, right? It's transforming those invisible frequencies and vibrations and converting them to an actual image and sound through your TV monitor. Well, all those images, sounds, and videos and music, they're still in the room right now. And we feel them. And we can tune into them. All we have to do is get on the same frequency and vibration. And that's powerful stuff. That's when ideas are going to come to you seemingly from nowhere. But they're coming from the ether. They're coming from the air around you. They're spirit. Hey, it's time to start thinking upside down, not down up. Too many of us are thinking from our current physical outside. And we got to start from the inside, upside down. Tap into the spiritual first and then work your way down into the body. You're going to be so surprised at how you're going to change your life. Hey, man, thank you. Got another comment. I can't say your name, but I love it. The river is in our blood. You know that, my friend. The river is in our blood. People love it. I got a question, everybody. Help me answer this one. Is it important to have a life partner, or should we skip that part? Well, recently gone through the divorce process, and I have come across friends and connect with friends who are very happy being alone. And I've learned lately to become alone. However, I just know the juice and the beauty of a loving relationship. How you come together, but come together like this, right? You still enjoy and support each other's individuality. Even though you come together and you form a strong bond and you just enjoy life together, experiences together. But at the same time, you still enjoy the individuality of your partner. But sharing life, sharing love, sharing experiences, no greater joy, and people miss out on that. And let me tell you something. If you've been hurt, stomped on your heart, it's been kicked, it's a little bit bruised, you're going to have to move forward and then take courage and open up your heart and your mind. You got to think of it like a storm. When the storm's coming through, it's good to batten down the hatches, close the doors, put on the shutters, hunker down. But the storm is going to pass. And heartbreak is a storm that's going to pass. So you got to remember and pay attention and look outside. Is the storm past? Yeah, the sun's out now. Open up that heart. Open up that mind for future connections and love. It's one of our needs. Thanks for the question. Love back at you. Glad you're here. Subscribe to the channel. We are, I'm telling you, we're gaining new subscribers today. I'll tell you right now. Hi, Jaden here. Just finished my drawings on my channel. I remember Jaden from yesterday. I want to say Finland. I forgot what country. Sweden. All I know is that you're halfway around the world. You're an artist and you're a musician and you're 19 years old. And I appreciate you. I remember you. I've been practicing with my memory and it's getting better and better because I learned a few months ago and it made sense to me. People say, oh, I'm losing my memory. I don't have a good memory. We all have perfect memories. If you're 80 years old, you have a perfect memory. It's just become weak. It's like a muscle. You can strengthen it. Work on your memory. Practice it. Play mind games with your memory. Start writing some things down. Work on remembering so that you can practice and rehearse so that you can build that memory because all of us have a perfect memory. I know. Somebody told me that and I remembered it. All right, a little comedy back at you today, everybody. All right. That was very helpful. Knowledge. Indeed. I am 17. Hey, I love it. You know what? Thank you for chiming in here. It sends me a message because sometimes I have AI or other people tell me, Cliff, you should really, you know what? Put your message out to people that are 50 and older. You know what? You can give out your wisdom on working out, training, exercise. People that are, living the gray life. They're 60 plus. Start niching down your material. But yet today, I've connected with somebody 19, Jaden. I have somebody else 17. They're thanking me for my wisdom. They're welcoming it. They've accepted it. They're open to learning. They're growing. Why limit ourselves? I ain't limiting shit. And that's my message to you. Be unlimited in your thoughts. Let the world shut you down. Let circumstances tell you your limits, but not you. You don't create your own limits. No, live unlimited. You got to really shoot big. And when I say shoot big, be unreasonable. People are going to tell you to make reasonable, time-tested goals that you can attain. Attainable goals. Don't do it. Set unattainable goals. You don't know how it's going to happen. All you know is what you want and why you want it. Forget the how. It's going to come later. And that's a big mistake. We make these gigantic goals that we don't know how we're going to achieve them. And our brain's going to tell us, hey, we don't know how. And so we're going to stop. No, forget the how. If you just know what and why, you won't be stopped. You're going to keep those dominating thoughts in your head. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to start manifesting. You're going to be on the same frequency of what you want and why you want it. See, the how is not there because the how is going to be a negative frequency because you don't know yet. The how is going to come. The opportunity is going to show up at your door. You're going to attract it. You're not even going to have to look for it. It's going to chase you down, baby. And that's exciting stuff. You guys are getting me all excited. Oh, you're going to make it today, baby. Make it in your mind right now. Don't worry about your physical conditions currently. Don't operate from there. Operate from that future vision. Operate from where you know you're going and then reverse engineer back to today. What's the next best thing I can do? Maybe it's just write down that dream or ambition. Maybe it's just to cut out a picture of where you want to go, what you want to be, what you want to become. Maybe that's the only step you can take today. But I'll tell you what, you can start adopting the mindset today. You can start thinking you're already there today. You know what? Be delusional. Sometimes people tell me, oh, Cliff, you're delusional. You delusional idiot. And I think maybe I shouldn't be so delusional. Maybe I shouldn't think so big. Maybe I shouldn't romanticize these images in my head. But wait a minute. I say, hey, hold on. If I hadn't done that 35, 40 years ago, I would have never taken the big steps to move to Los Angeles, to join the largest sheriff's department in the world, right from my little hometown in upstate New York. I would have said, that's too big. Why am I doing this? What makes me think that I can attain this? What makes me think I can do this? I wouldn't have rented out the Hollywood Palladium in Hollywood and produced my own comedy show. No, I wouldn't have done any of those things. Because I was delusional and I was willing to be delusional, those things happened. Sometimes we got to be delusional. Welcome to my club. I'm delusional. If that's you, if you think crazy, big damn ideas and thoughts, then you're in the right place. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to get along just great because I'm not going to be reasonable going forward in my future. I haven't been reasonable in the past, and it has served me well. And listen, we have great things yet to come. And I'm going to be glad to collaborate with you on these things. Morning Coffee with Cliff. Here we are. Glad you're here. You know what? This has been a great session this morning. We got another great comment. If you are reading this message, Europe has been colonized by third world PDFs, and it's already too late. I agree 100%. That's why we need to take a lesson from Europe. And if we don't, we're destined to follow in the same pattern. The secret to life is to recognize seasons and patterns. There's a message right there from you. I'm going to put that up there for all my friends who aren't aware of what's going on in the world. They're closed-minded, closed-hearted, and although they want to learn and grow, they're not paying attention to what's going on in the world. We can't let that happen. Thanks for that message. I put it back on the screen so that maybe somebody can glean some wisdom from that. 3 times in a row, putting your message up there. If you are reading this message, Europe has been colonized by third world PDFs, and it's already too late. I'll tell you what's not too late to turn your life around. That's never too late, my friend. It's never too late to turn your life around. I don't care if you're 70, 80, or 90. If you're 80 years old right now and you're listening to me and you're maybe a little weak and frail, start exercising today. Don't go nuts. You know what? Start very, very small, but make progress. If you can do 1 body squat halfway, there's 1. Tomorrow, do 2. If you can walk to the neighbor's mailbox, that's good. Tomorrow, walk 2 mailboxes. Start from where you are. Don't compare yourself too much to other people. You can model somebody else's achievements to help you have a vision for your own. Don't be comparing yourself. Get out of competitive comparedness and get into creative imagination. And it'll take you unbelievable places. Your potential is infinite. Isn't that a great word? Your potential is infinite. There is no end. If you come to me with a crazy idea that I can't really understand, I'm not going to poo-poo it. I'm not going to say you can't do it because I don't know. What you can do is probably unbelievable. Your potential is infinite. You come to me with a crazy, wild idea, I'm not going to tell you it can't happen. You know what? I'm gonna trust that you have and know what's in your heart, and you're going to take the action to go for it. And I appreciate that you're going for it. I'll be your biggest fan and supporter. I may not understand that goal or dream. I'm not going to tell you you can't do it. You're not going to get that poo-poo from me. Oh, hell no. I'll be backing you 100%. And I know if you run into adversity and you fail, I know you're going to get back up and you're going to try something different. You're going to try again. You're not going to be stopped. All of the great achievers in the world, if you check with them specifically and look at their history, you're going to find, oh man, they had a string of failures. Hey, thank God they didn't quit, right? Because winners never quit. Nope. And quitters never win. There's a polarity there. There's a back and forth. There's an upside. There's a downside. There's two sides to every coin. So glad you're here. Thank you very much. Appreciate all the comments. We get a lot of new subscribers today. Community of Progress. That's what my channel's about. Hey, I'm not huge, right? Listen, we got 3 people in the chat, in the live feed. 3. Some people like 5, 10, 20,000. Not me. I like 3. I love it. All right, glad you're here. Thanks for leaving the comments today. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for joining the Community of Progress. Morning Coffee with Cliff. I'm actually a retired cop, 35 years working the streets, upstate New York to Los Angeles, stand-up comedian, also cop by day, comedian by night in L.A., performing. Where did I perform? The Ice House in Pasadena, the Comedy Store on the Sunset Strip in Hollywood, the Hollywood Improv on Melrose, hey, the Laugh Factory, not only on Sunset, but also at Long Beach. Great clubs. Loved every minute of it. I have great comedy friends still. Glad you're here. High five. Subscribe to the channel. Leave me a plus. Give me a thumbs up. We got 6 already. We can get 7. Don't be shy. Whoa! Great energy today. I'm so glad that you joined the live chat today. All right, you're my warriors out there. You are lion-hearted. Thank you for your lion heart. It's much appreciated. All right, take massive action today. Start from massive action. Don't wait for results to determine how much action you're going to take. Take massive action right from the beginning and then continue. Sometimes we wait. Let's see how much we get, what kind of response we get. Bullshit. Take massive action first. And keep at it. Keep going through walls. You're gonna be happy you did. All right, morning coffee with Cliff is almost done, everybody. I'm so glad you're connected with me this morning. And hey, we're growing the channel very slowly. And as I told you, don't get in the habit of comparison. Oh, they're doing better. Look at their numbers. And I'm talking to myself because I get into that trap sometimes. I fall into it because you want to pay attention to where you're at. How do you get to where you can't go where you're going unless you know where you are. What's your current circumstance? Then you can move towards where you want to go. But you got to know where you're at first, right? You got to know where you are on the map. So I know where I want to go in my channel, in my area of influence. So I do know the numbers, but I can't get too engulfed in them or else I start seeing these people that are boring. They have no freaking energy to their content, and they have 100 times more of the views than I do. 10,000 more subscribers. They're making 100,000 a year. And so I can't get into that comparison. I got to go forward doing what I need to do, how I need to do it, the right reason, the right way. And that's what I'm doing. You can do the same. Join me. Join the Community of Progress. Hey, help join the family. Share. Don't compare. Let's do it. You and I got this. All right, everybody. Thanks for checking in today. You are in the right place. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up. And hey, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. I hope you subscribe. I like going live in the vertical format of YouTube because I know it shows up in the Shorts feed. YouTube pushes it in the Shorts feed, so I get to connect with more and more people than I do in my normal episodes. For some reason, the vertical really performs well because YouTube right now is pushing Shorts, so they get more views and I connect with more people. in the channel grows. Glad you're here. We got 45 minutes in. All right, everybody, I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget, you rock. All right, everybody.